Hey guys, it's your average middle-aged American back again with another reaction video. This one is going to be on China's fastest bullet train. I don't think we've done any videos on China yet. Mostly Europe, almost everything's Europe except for the United States. And then we started getting into high-speed trains a little bit, and now I'm going to check out high-speed train in China and see how that compares to, I guess Spain is supposed to have the best trains. What, Spain and Switzerland? Is that right? Let me know what country you think has the best high-speed trains and the best high-speed train system. You know, it's not all about the train. You know, if it's complicated and scarce, that doesn't help. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, it's everything that interests me as an average middle-aged American, mostly focused on international travel. Wife and I plan to do some traveling when we retire and before we retire, so we're just trying to learn about the rest of the world as much as we can before we get on a plane. We've been to Canada and Mexico, the Caribbean, etc., Alaska, but we have not been to Europe or Asia, or any other continent I didn't name. Anyway, that's the deal. That's what our channel is, and most of my subscribers are European, so they help us with learning about Europe from a European standpoint. And it's a very, very educational channel. We have a lot of fun here, and we just enjoy learning about each other's cultures and countries. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's check out this video and see what's up. Oh, before we get started, make sure you go and see the original creators' channels. Check out some of their videos, show them some love. Without them, reactors like me would not be able to do these things. So I'll have a link down in the description. You can check out their channel. They seem, I don't know anything about them, but they've got 500,000 viewers, and they clearly know how to travel. So check them out, and we'll see what we learn.
We will be taking the world's fastest bullet train on a cross-country trip through China.
We might as well be on a plane.
That can travel up to 350 kilometers per hour. China's railway system is so extensive it can wrap around the world 3 times.
But we've probably made the biggest mistake.
350 kilometers an hour. What is that? That's like 225 or something. Let's look. I don't know when the rest of the world is going to convert to imperialism. I mean, that's the standard. I mean, 217 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Pretty fast.
Ever.
And we will be trying out the best and fastest trains to ever exist.
This is a little bit overwhelming.
Even though we have taken trains all over the world, like in Thailand, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, Vietnam, and India.
They're very thorough with their security checks.
We are
I think I just found my new train channel. These people clearly check out trains. They like to travel. Good for them. Good for them, you know? I'm 50-something years old, haven't seen the world. It's a little bit of a regret. You don't want to be 75 and in poor health and then try to go travel. It doesn't work like that. So I got to get out of my comfort zone, and we gotta figure out how to start checking out some countries. You know, I know people that went into retirement, died right after they retired. I know people that should be in retirement that aren't. I know people that wanted to travel. Their whole plans were to travel in retirement. They never did. They got sick and passed away. Don't let it happen to you. Just don't let it happen to you. Do what you want to do. You don't have to travel. You don't want to travel, don't travel. But if you do, figure it out, because I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to make sure. My wife wants to go to England and Ireland and You know, my ancestry is from Scotland and England and Ireland. So I got to figure out a way to get over there and check everything out. Make our way through Europe and all that. I know that most of my subscribers are older, so I'm sure that you've seen more of the world than I have, especially if you live in Europe. You just going through Europe is like going state to state in the United States from a size standpoint. So you're very lucky. Don't take it for granted. Get on one of those trains. Go see another country if you haven't been. All right, that's it. That's the end of my lecture.
So excited to take you with us on the best.
This is very interesting.
This is China's high-speed train journey from Shanghai to Beijing. Previously, we arrived in Shanghai, China for the very first time, having the warmest welcome from locals.
Give me 5! Give me 5!
Being blown away by the sights and devouring all the delicious street food.
Wonderful!
Before heading to China's capital city, Beijing.
By the size of this train station, there's a lot of people traveling around the country.
Okay, there's so many people here. This is a little bit
it is China.
overwhelming. And it seems like everyone's in a rush, but luckily we still have about just over an hour until our train leaves. So I hope that's enough time. But this is probably the most amount of people I've seen in one place.
Why are all the signs in Chinese? In all seriousness, do they not have like, I mean, I just saw a little girl with M&Ms. That's American. Well, maybe not American, maybe British. No, I think it's American. Mars. Is Mars American? Anyway, doesn't matter. British is still English. I thought that everything would have kind of multiple languages. Guess not. Eh? Oh, there's a check-in. I see check-in in English. And that's about it. Does anybody know, have they found an app yet? Is there an app where you could just take a picture and it would translate? Like if I just took a picture of that billboard right there, would it translate into something? Let me know if you know of any app that does that. If not, you have my permission to invent it because it would be an amazing app. You could make a ton of money. I want 10%. That's it. 10% royalty. That's all I ask. You can have the other 90.
I keep on thinking I'm in an airport.
This honestly resembles an airport. I feel like I'm taking a flight today, but I'm just taking a train. That's crazy.
We've taken some high-speed trains before. So this morning I woke up thinking I knew what I was going to, but I had no idea. I'm learning more and more. When you're in China, just don't have any expectations. So this says 11, 1A or 1B.
Oh, it's gone.
And it's gone now. So
no.
I think that said to Beijing. I'm not sure. Did you
couldn't see. It wasn't in English, so there's only one train at 11. So it must be us.
And there are 29 gates to check in. You can see here, this is gate 29. We need to go to gate 1A or B.
I suppose we've managed it by deduction because there's only one train at
China uses standard numbers? Is that right? I mean, that's what it appears, eh? They won't tell you where you're going, but they'll tell you what time you're going and where you're leaving from and what train you're on. So is that just standard? They just use like just standard numbers? And apparently letters, they're using A and B. That's English. That's odd. Because it doesn't even translate to Chinese. Very odd. Like the train numbers are in English. Like those are letters. Why do they even have letters? I'm very confused. Let me know. I get it. Most Chinese people probably speak English, or at least middle class and upper class do, but it's an odd mixture of two languages that are so different. Huh.
At 11, so we assume that that is our train. Because we've got no ticket, we booked our tickets online, which we'll tell you about a little bit later, but everything is assigned to your passport.
So we're trying to get to gate 1, which is probably another 200 meters down this giant building. 11. 1A, 1B. So I see over here, there's a sign that says 1A down there. That's where we got to check in. Also, now that we've made our way all the way to the end of this waiting area, we can't even see the beginning of it. Probably about 500 meters all the way down, just with gates of people checking in. The sheer scale of everything we've seen here in China has blown our mind. And besides all the check-in gates, there are lots of really high-end brands here in the train station as well. I mean,
There's a lot of high-end brands in China. There's also a lot of high-end brand fakes in China. That I know for a fact. For a guy who is into watches. They even had a fake Apple store. The entire store was fake. All the products, the displays, the actual store, the brick and mortar store was a fake Apple store. I'd be very frightened to buy anything high-end in China.
A Dior in the train station. This will give you an idea of how the train station works. So this is the waiting area in the center, and then these are all the different gates where you enter, and you can see they go completely underground. So all the trains and platforms are beneath the station. So this waiting area alone is 11,000 square meters, and at any time of day there are about 10,000 people in this waiting area getting ready for their train. So right now there are 10,000 people waiting in this hall alone. Absolutely madness. And here you can see that all the trains go underground. Here's some stairs and escalators that go 3 or 4 levels underground.
Wow.
And what's amazing for me is just
Burger
how
King.
organized it is. Obviously there's a lot of people, but there's no chaos.
We're super excited to finally take a high-speed rail in China because China has the fastest bullet train in the entire world, and we get to reach our destination, which is the capital, Beijing, in about 4 hours. I'm so curious to see how fast this train can go. We are getting our fix. Burger King was the only place that was doing a latte. Every other place was just selling straight black coffee, and I think I'm not ready to switch to just straight black coffee. I have to have my little latte.
You'll be going at high speed if you're
I will be going at 400 kilometers an hour.
I don't think that they have lattes in America at Burger King. Of course, we have like 50,000 Starbucks, but I don't think Burger King has lattes. I don't drink coffee. I don't know, but I don't think so. Any of you guys been to China? Have any of you guys been to Burger King in China? Let me know. Home of the Whopper.
I have black coffee. He's alive.
Oh, I'm alive. I'm ready. I'm at high speed.
You're King Coffee.
How did they know? But while we're sitting here enjoying our coffee, waiting for our gate to open, we just read that if you had to connect all of China's railway lines together, it would wrap around the world 3 times.
That's madness.
Just think about that. That's how extensive the lines really are here in China. And apparently they build 3,500 kilometers worth of railway every single year. In our country, we don't have one high-speed railway network.
No, they would have to, right? I mean, nobody owns a car in China. I mean, right? I mean, there's billions of people, 1.5 billion or whatever it is. And what are they? I mean, I would be surprised if one in 25 has a car. Let's find out. It says 1.4 billion people. That was in 2023. So call 1.5 billion with 350 million cars. it's 1 in 4. That's more than I expected. I guess they've been buying more and more and more cars year over year. Let's compare that to America. So 1 in 4. Yeah, America's got 200 and almost we'll call it 300 million cars and 300 million people. So that's 1 in 1. So we only have 4 times the car ownership. That's surprising. That really is surprising. Huh. So I don't know. I mean, obviously still 3 out of 4 people don't have a car. So that's part of it for sure. You know, economically, I imagine, it's not 1 in 4 on all economic scales. It's 1 in 4, probably 1 in 2 for the rich and 1 in 8 for the poor or something. Maybe not even that much.
And most countries maybe have 1 or 2. But here you can take the high-speed rail pretty much everywhere. And obviously all the major cities like Shanghai, Guangzhou, you can go to Wuhan, you can go to Beijing like we're going today. We've also seen this stand here at the station, which makes sea cucumber treats. This is a replica of a sea cucumber. And then these are different snacks and treats. Here's all the little sea cucumbers. You don't see that at every railway station in the world, so I thought I'd point it out.
Yeah, well, apparently they're not too busy either. All right, guys. You into sea cucumbers? Is that tasty stuff for you guys? I don't even think that's something I would try. Italy's got their squid juice, squid ink. I think Spain uses it too, in cooking and whatever. I'm just a plain, average, middle-aged American. I like steak and potatoes. Had some fried chicken last night. You guys eat fried chicken? I'm in the South. I'm not in South America, but I'm in the South in America. Fried chicken's good eating. Not sea cucumbers, though. My wife loves sushi, though, so who knows? She'd probably like this stuff.
Throughout the station, the signs are always easily visible and easy to understand in both Mandarin and English. And being in China, there's, of course, so many vending machines. They're always electronic. And we've got some Oreos at the top. We got some juice, water, Pepsi, cola. Everything's always about convenience. So now we got to go through our boarding gate and get on our train. Not plane, train.
Gate? Check-in gate?
Check-in gate, boarding gate.
Dear passengers, train number G1347 is going to depart in the short time. Please get on board immediately.
不好意思，可能那个人工嘛，
谢谢。
来左边走，左边青蛙山脚。
Oh, okay. Just like that. Scanned our passport like a ticket. And we're in. Do you have any other spray? No. You can't carry. Oh, okay. No liquid. Over 150 grams, I think. Just shaving cream. So yeah, you can take it. You can keep it.
那个 ticket and passport.
Ticket and passport. Okay. Passport? Okay. Ah, that's okay. Spray is okay. Shaving cream is not okay.
Okay.
No shaving cream to Beijing. They picked up that we had 3 spray bottles in our big luggage, which was 2 spray deodorants and a shaving cream. And they were like, cannot take the shaving cream because it's over 150 grams. So they're very thorough with their security checks. Holy moly. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to catch a train. Wow, that was quite a thorough little security check. I was a little bit nervous. Even to take a train, it can get a little bit nerve-wracking.
So we've noticed that every time you take the metro or any train, plane, you have to go through a lot of security checks here in China, which I completely understand because they're being very thorough, and I think that's just for the safety. If every person has been checked, that actually makes me feel better getting on the train. And what happened to us is we put our bags through the machine and it picked up that there were 3 spray bottles, 2 deodorants, and 1 shaving cream. The shaving cream was not allowed because it is over 150 milliliters, but if that's the rule, that's okay. So we are carriage 4, seat A, B, and 8C. So we're sitting next to each other, which is great. And
Yeah, I don't have a problem with tight security. I mean, it's good. What I have a problem with is they're tracking you all over the place. I mean, let's get real. It is what it is, but let's just get real. Every checkpoint you're going to and everything else is they're tracking you. But everybody's tracking everybody.
And let me show you. Here it is.
So it goes all the way from that side, boo, all the way over there. I cannot even see the start and end. Where do we go? Carriage 4. Where's carriage 4? What does that say?
Carriage 9, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we got to go all the way down here. What's the time?
Oh, she's talking about the train. I thought she was just talking about the station or whatever. The train is long, huh? Wow.
We've got 10 minutes,
Okay.
so we should make it.
We should be fine. And
We should be
see,
okay.
we're sitting together. Look, here's what it says. Whoa, this train is huge. I actually can't believe it. You cannot see the start or end of the train. That's how long it is. Everyone's already in their seats. It's a little bit like fast pace. You gotta just go, go, go.
We need to be a little bit quick because this train is really long. You think, oh, I'm already at the train, but it's taken us 3 minutes just to get to the end of the train where our carriage is.
I think this is our carriage, carriage 4.
This is us, my girl.
Welcome aboard. There's a water station.
Wow, so water station as you walk in. Oh, here's a toilet.
This is very nice.
Whoa.
This is it. Okay, you can't leave your bag there, my girl.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to the front then. I've got a bit of a giant suitcase issue.
Bags are on, we're on. Let's go find our seat.
This is us. 8B and C, we are in.
You grab your one.
Oh, thanks for that.
There we go. I feel like I'm on a plane as well. There's like a flight attendant, train attendant.
So the train is going to take about 4.5 hours to get over 1,200 kilometers. We're going to give you a little seat tour. We've got 3 seats on the side. No one's sitting here right now, but they might in a stop or two. And then we've got not a lot of space actually.
Lots of legroom.
Not too bad, hey. It's warm in here, so I guess we're going to have to let go of these.
You got your tray table that comes out.
Oh wow.
We might as well be on a plane.
Yeah, and I think this can recline, but I'm not going to do that because there's someone behind me. Whew, that's much better. So let's go to Beijing.
Okay, so it's 10:59 and the train supposedly leaves at 11. So we're gonna see in 1 minute if it does. And I'm pretty sure it will. I actually heard the train starting up. Did I feel some movement? Still 10.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh my God. Literally hit 11. Like on the second. Okay. 4 hours to go.
欢迎您乘坐复兴号列车，如需帮助可扫描。
Here we're going past all the different railway lines. You can see
Wow.
there's all of the high-speed trains. Insane. This network is madness. Oh, there was a train.
While you're on the train, it's already so smooth and steady, but you actually realize how fast it is when you see another one going by. It goes by like the speed of light because now it feels like we're cruising, we're going steady. But when you see one flash by, you're like, okay, this is a fast train, a mega fast train. we've already left Shanghai, but we've only been on the train for 7 minutes. So that means you can exit the city in 7 minutes. That's how quick the train's going. We're not seeing any high-rise buildings anymore, just greenery.
So today we're going to be reaching speeds of 350 kilometers an hour, and China is the only country that has high-speed railways that reach that speed. So besides being the biggest and most extensive network, it's also the fastest. When you're looking out, it takes your brain a few seconds to realize how much ground you are covering so quickly.
I'm gonna have to say that everything so far has run smoothly, but we've probably made the biggest mistake ever.
Were those?
Did she just say Binchilin? Binchilin!
I think she also had fruit and snacks.
She said Binchilin, that's ice cream. I was just about to say that everything's gone mega smooth, but we've probably made the biggest mistake ever. We didn't buy any snacks. Ooh, she just brought some ready-made meals by, so we won't starve.
We'll be okay.
I'm still upset about the snacks.
They look so good.
I know. So anyway, you can go to the train station and book your ticket the day of, but we wanted to book it in advance just in case there weren't any seats left. So if you go onto the app Alipay, you can do anything on this app. You can book hotels, you can book trains, buses, you can pay for stuff, you can scan codes, you can use it as a translator app, you can use TripAdvisor. So when you book your train ticket, it actually goes through trip.com and it costs about $92 for the 4-hour ride. It's actually not so bad if you're thinking about traveling 1,000 kilometers and paying $92. It's going almost as quick as an airplane. So we're going to just sit back and relax and enjoy the train ride. Talk about clean as you go.
So they do have bag racks for all of your big luggage, but then on top there's a rack for your smaller handbags and backpacks. And then we have 3 seats on one side and then 2 seats on the other. So that's kind of the layout, and I don't even know how many people are on this train, but it must be at least a few thousand.
Okay, weird question. 2 people, a couple. Why wouldn't you book the seats that have 2 on one side so you don't have to worry about sitting next to a stranger? Are you allowed to book your own seat, or is it just like, is it general admission and then they, well, not general admission, but do they just book you, they assign the seat, or you have to pay more to get on it? Anybody know? Anybody been to China? I know that you guys are all European, or most of you are European or American, so let me know. One of our family members has actually worked in China for months at a time, a couple different times. He loves it. You know, he loves it. He thinks it's great. We don't need to get into politics and all that stuff. I'm just talking about China itself. But it's definitely different. Let me know if you guys have been there and what your experience is.
We are about an hour into our journey, and so far it's just been incredible. We're kind of walking through the different carts and the cabins now, but we saw in the center armrest there is a QR code, and if you scan that with the Alipay app, you then get a full breakdown of train that you're on, your seat number, which cart you're in, and you can live track exactly where you are on the map. Plus, there is a catering service on the app, so you can order drinks, snacks, fruit, Starbucks, you can order some xiaolongbao or some noodles, and you can get it delivered straight to your seat. They don't even have that on an aeroplane.
Let me show you an example. So here is an advert of He Shan Yuan. So it's like a dumpling place. You just scan the QR code, you can order it, and it will come right to your seat. So as far as we know, there are about 18 carts on this train. It is so long that it would actually take us a while to get all the way from one side to the other. Can I just add that we are going 350 kilometers. It's not bumpy, it's not noisy, it is absolutely stable. We're going at 350 kilometers right now.
We're now making our way through the carts because we've seen on the sign there is a dining cart. So hopefully we can get something to drink and eat. Obviously you can order, but we want to see what it looks like. Here's some snacks, we've got some nuts, and then there's some drinks, waters. Look at the fruit, there's packs of fruits. Starbucks, kitchen, 350 k's an hour.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
Absolutely unbelievable. So all the train attendants are just bringing out food tray after tray after tray. I could honestly just sit here and watch this go by the entire day. It is so tranquil. But it would be better with a little Starbucks. We got our little Starbucks coffee on the train.
There's the stranger.
We could not get one. We got a little Starbucks. That's crazy. 30 RMB each for a little tall one. So I think that's a little bit pricey. I don't know.
For a little tall one.
For a little tall one. A small, big one.
I don't think that's pricey at all. $4 for Starbucks? I don't even think you can get in the front door for $4.
I don't know.
For a little tall one.
For a little tall one. Little tall one. So I think that's a little bit pricey. I don't know.
For a little tall one.
For a little tall one. A small, big one.
You guys have Starbucks? What's it cost where you are? Because to me, I don't think that's pricey. I don't know that you can get... I don't even know if they let you in the front door for less than $4. I don't drink coffee, but I'm pretty sure Starbucks is like $4, $5, $6. Because every financial guy in America says, quit paying for Starbucks and you'll be a millionaire. Let me know. I don't think $4 for a name brand coffee is crazy, especially on a train.
So we actually just met our lovely friend Daisy on the train, and she's actually traveling to Beijing to meet her boyfriend, and she was very kind to share her snacks with us because the train ride is over 4 hours long. So she gave us these really delicious prune snacks.
It's a little chicken leg.
Oh, it's like a chicken leg, like a drumstick, I think. Yeah. Very cool. And what did you call this one?
We call it 西美.
Oh, 西美. Ah, okay, so it's like a little prune inside. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so if you've been here for a while, you know that I have to give you a bathroom tour on a high-speed train. So I guess let's get started. You've got a little tiny sink here. Don't drink this water, I wouldn't recommend it. And then you've got some tissues over here, trash can. You've got the loo, the trusty loo. There's a seat cover if you need. And then the flush.
See, you guys said I was nuts when I was talking about seat covers. They got them in China. See, I thought I had to really re-examine my life. I was like, they don't have seat covers in Europe. Well, what is wrong with America that we have to have seat covers? Well, they have them in China. So there you go. 1.4 billion people, can't be wrong.
Of course, and there are loads of these no littering signs everywhere. So you've got to keep your space clean. I mean, it looks relatively clean. Doesn't smell so bad compared to other trains that we've been on.
We're in Beijing. We made it.
We made it.
Nice to meet you, Daisy.
Nice to meet you. Now we gotta go check into our hotel.
That was incredibly smooth and easy and perfectly on time. Let's find our bags and let's get off this train.
Bye, Daisy. See you. Nice to see you.
Okay, let's go. Oh, it's cold.
Ooh, freezing. Sorry.
Oh, it's cold.
Whoa.
Oh. It is absolutely freezing here, and after you've been on a warm, heated train, you forget how cold it is outside. And here in front of me, you can see just how many people have got off this train. It shows how big it is, but we want to go and see the front of it. So we're going to walk all the way down to the end. Let's see what this high-speed train looks like. So this is Beijing South Railway Station. You can see how many lanes there are of all of these trains, and look how impressive this is.
This is unreal. Honestly, every time I see one of these, it just looks like a spaceship, but it just blows my mind every single time that we have been cruising at around 350 kilometers an hour. Absolutely bonkers. You can see that this thing is a machine.
I'm sorry if this footage is shaky because it's freezing.
I'm shivering.
But look how impressive this is. Obviously you got the conal like nose shape, and then you got all the lights, and this was the back of the train for us. But now when it heads all the way back to Shanghai, it'll be the front. Really, really impressive. Wow.
It is icy cold here. I'm frozen, instantly frozen.
Here's the exit gate to get out of the train station. And again, you just use your passport and then you're out. Gosh, that's impressive. I'm not sure if you can hear me because the...
Don't you guys find it odd that you have to use your passport to go between cities in the same country? I mean, obviously they're tracking you. I get it. I understand. Is it like that anywhere else in Europe? I mean, if you want to go, it's not, right? I mean, once you're in the country, you're in the country. And even in Europe, like, you can bounce around to other countries sometimes and not even have to deal with your passport, right? Let me know. I find that very odd. And I wonder if the citizens have to do it. I mean, I guess so, right? Or do they just have like a driver's license or something they use? Or an ID card? Which still is tracking you. They know what you eat. They know what you're watching on the internet. Well, they control what you're watching on the internet. Let me know. Not too many countries that are dramatically different than America, but I think China's one of them. Obviously, North Korea. Russia would be quite a bit different, but I think Europe isn't that far away from, you know, as far as America, as far as customs go and things like that. We just figured that out. I get the passport to get on a train or something. I don't know. It's weird to go city to city. Let me know.
Speaker is so loud, but we are here in Beijing and this train station is just as massive as the one in Shanghai. We're going to be in Beijing for just under a week, so we've got a few videos that we're going to do here. Please make sure you subscribe so you can check out those videos, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay, so this is not how we wanted to actually end this video, but we've just checked into our hotel and we've practically been shooed away because apparently the accommodation that we booked and already paid for doesn't accommodate foreign guests. And I have no idea what that means. And I've never ever heard of that before. So if
what it means is they want to charge you 4 times the amount of money that you paid because you're not local. They want to rip off the tourists. That's what that means. Or they're government subsidized, would be my guess. What do you guys think? Any ideas? Kind of a sad way to end the in the video.
If you've heard of that, if you know that this is a common occurrence in China, please let me know. This is the first time we've ever been shooed away from a hotel based on being a foreigner. So yeah, it was a bit of a stressful moment. We're currently stranded. We don't have a place to stay tonight, so we're walking around.
Wouldn't they have known that when they made the reservation? They clearly aren't going to have Chinese names. Shouldn't the hotel have sent them an email or something at that point? Said, listen, you know, clearly Tom Smith wasn't born in China. See, this is the kind of stuff that just, this is why I stay home. Because you're powerless. Now you're in a communist country, a country that has communist leanings, however you want to call it, I don't know. And you don't have a hotel room, and you don't speak Chinese or Mandarin, and all you got's a video camera and some money and a passport. And God forbid, what if you got robbed? What if you lost your passport? Oh my God, you can't even get a hotel room that you already paid for. What if you lost your passport? Oh, this is why I stay home. But I'm going to take my wife around the world because that's what she wants. And she's going to get what she wants because she's the best person in the world.
Around and looking for a hotel, so crossing thumbs that we do actually find one. It's a bit of a problem because we don't know which accommodations do allow foreigners and which accommodations don't. This is quite a stressful part of travel, and we don't often show this, which, you know, we're very lucky that most of the time things go to plan. What would I do without him? He carries the bags and he's trying to find us a place to stay tonight.
There we go, we got this.
He's surprisingly upbeat about it, seeing as though we'd already paid for our accommodation.
Sometimes you learn when you're traveling, there's nothing you can do. Nod and smile and walk down the street in the freezing cold and hopefully find a hotel. Apparently there's an orange hotel. I don't know if that's the name or the color of the building, but we're going down here. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know if it accommodates foreigners. We don't know what the price is. The problem here is a lot of the apps that we book with don't work here in China, or they're blocked, so we can't just go online and book anything. We're still in Beijing. We're still happy to be here.
He's trying to be positive.
Nothing will get us down.
Doesn't look like the best neighborhood.
And he's carrying our bags. What a guy.
Look at that wall.
What did I do to deserve this?
After 30 minutes of back and forth Google Translate, we have a room, but it's way better than what I anticipated we'd be sleeping in tonight. And of course, there is a huge price tag that comes along with it. Let me show you. What is going on? And
yeah, it's called the tourist price tag. It's still small though, isn't it? I mean, it looks nice enough. A lot better than sleeping on the street.
when the staff brought in our bags, that little machine started speaking to them.
They spoke, obviously in Mandarin. All the lights turned on, the heater turned on, the TV turned on, and this machine, I don't even know what this is, replied to them. And then they spoke, it replied back. So this is a completely voice automated room.
Yeah, it's also a voice monitoring room. So everything that you say in that room is going through that little machine. I'd take that machine and I would put a pillowcase around it and I'd put all the couch cushions on top of it. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a paranoid, average middle-aged American who knows a little bit about electronics and a little bit about security and a little bit about things the government shouldn't be doing. Yuck.
And we can't speak any Mandarin, so we're not going to be able to chat back to it. So I don't know how to turn the lights on.
Use your phone. You speak into your phone and then you hit the translate button. Come on, guys. Let's not make it harder than it is.
I don't know how to turn the TV off when we go to sleep.
And this was the only room available. It's freezing cold outside. We couldn't keep looking for a budget hotel. It's not like there's millions of hotels just outside. So I guess we're staying in an overpriced but very, very nice hotel. I am not complaining, but the wallet hurts slightly. So I guess we're just gonna have to figure out the rest tomorrow. See you then.
Well, there you go, guys. Pretty neat. But just as I expected, little hiccups that a lot of people traveling don't tell you about. That's the stuff that scares me to death. That's the stuff that really scares me. You know, my wife's go with the flow, everything will be okay. And I'm like, nope, every day. I carry all 4 types of credit cards: Visa, American Express, MasterCard, and Discover. I have cash, which nobody carries cash. Yeah, I'm not ready for China. Europe? I'm coming to Europe. I'm not ready for China. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. The train looks awesome. Looks way too cramped for me, but hopefully they have a upgraded section, or I guess, again, I have to buy an extra seat. But they got lucky. They sat next to some nice person who didn't, you know, give them an evil eye for videotaping. I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thanks for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Can you believe that we now have over 1,000 subscribers and over 100 videos in our YouTube library? Me neither. It's been less than a year and this channel has grown so rapidly. What's more important than the number of subscribers is the quality of subscribers. Our subscribers are knowledgeable and generous with their time. They teach us about their country and their culture from their firsthand experiences. See, over 95% of my subscribers live outside of the United States. So we're getting information firsthand. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that button. I think you'll enjoy it and it doesn't cost you anything. If you'd like to see other videos similar to this one on the same country, click here. If you'd like to see some videos on some other countries in Europe, click there. Want to see some of the most beautiful castles and cathedrals in the world? They're over here. Want to check out the United States? We're down here. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.